teen laws need to be strengthened because at such a young age, the maturity level is just so remiss. And I think these laws, and I know the state of Ohio, we actually did some things about 2 years ago. I was a supporter of House Bill 343, which is commonly known as Michelle's Law. We've actually changed some of the laws as they are today that mirror some of the Stand-Up Act's law, which is no children should be in a car when they're in the intermediate stage of their driving, which is under 17.
Right.
Now, the Stand-Up Law actually concurs with that. Now, one thing the Stand-Up Act has that Ohio doesn't have is that teens would not be permitted to drive until they're 16, where now they can get their permit at 15. The other thing that I like that's inside the law is that it prohibits kids to text, to talk on the cell phone.
And the number of children, number of people in the car with the teenager.
Yes.
Yeah. 'Cause that can be distracting.
Yeah, and I think some of those, in fact, statistically it shows that 33% of the children are killed just because of that statistic from distractions. And even today, there's more distractions than there was when I was driving.
Absolutely.
We had the radio.
Absolutely.
Today we have the cell phone, the texting, and that's very dangerous.
That's for sure. Talk to us about where the Stand-Up Act is right now.
Right now, Allstate is in the point of trying to gain support through legislation, sponsorships. Out there now, actually in each market. I know they did something in Columbus that we did about 2 weeks ago in front of the Capitol building. They were in Portland, and they were at Washington, D.C. So right now, it's just an introduction, and hopefully as it gains awareness, it will gain support, and it will be throughout the United States. So much like when they changed the alcohol law, where they standardized it was 21 years old and the .08 was the tolerance level.
Now, very quickly, let's talk about parents' family roles in terms of teens. Let's say this law doesn't come through. Let's say it needs to be more strict. But talk to parents about, talking to their kids and perhaps not allowing their own children to drive until they're 16. Sometimes you have to take the law into your own hands in a sense.
Well, and I know my daughter Michelle and my older daughter Jacqueline didn't really want to drive until they were 17. And in all honesty, I think that's when your maturity level starts. So I would ask parents to base it on their own child to see how much responsible they are in handling something like that. I know my daughter, because she didn't want to drive till a later age, she was very responsible. Got great grades, and it's something that we will, will change our life forever.
Certainly.
And
but we appreciate. Viewers appreciate what you're doing and the support that you're giving to these laws that hopefully will change some things in terms of how teens drive.
Well, I hope so, because nobody should outlive their child.
We thank you so much for being here, Mr. Sanderbeck.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate it.